Acer is debuting two new smartphones at Mobile World Congress 2014. We're here looking at the Liquid E3 and the Liquid Z4. These are two mid-range smartphones that Acer plans to introduce soon. So we'll start with the higher-end model. This is the E3. And one of the standout features that Acer is really promoting with this phone is this button on the back, which lets you launch the camera by simply holding it. So as you'll see, this is actually pretty responsive. You just press the button for a second and it already launched. So just to show you one more time, it kind of just takes a quick tap and then it launches the camera. So that's pretty cool. It makes it a lot easier to take self photos. But the other thing that Acer is really touting on this device is its float feature. So if you tap the recent apps button on the bottom, you'll get a list of float apps, which basically means, just like the name implies, you can run them in different windows in the operating system and kind of drag them around. So this isn't exactly a new feature specific to Acer. We've seen LG do similar things before. This feature works pretty nicely, but LG's lets you actually also change the transparency of the windows, which is a pretty neat feature if you want to make some windows less visible than others. So this has a 13 megapixel camera on the back, and we're looking at a 720p display, and this is running on a quad-core 1.2 gigahertz MediaTek processor. So fairly budget-minded specs, but this is only $236, so the specs kind of match the price a little bit. So the lower end model is the Z4, and this is similar. It's made to be kind of like a miniature version of the E3, but there are some key differences and features that we're going to show you here. So one of the primary features on this one is the quick mode. So you can kind of change the modes to go along with whoever's using the phone. So there's basic mode, which is geared towards kids, senior mode, which is geared towards adults, and as you can see, we'll show you real quick, the font is a little bigger, so for people that are a little bit visually impaired, you can see a little bit better. And you can switch between modes by tapping the settings icon, and then you have a PIN number that you put in, and then you're brought back to the screen where you can access the mode switcher. So you can also, of course, access the default Android mode if you don't want to use Acer's preset modes that look kind of tiled a little bit like Windows Phone. So once again, this is going to cost $136. It's a little bit less than the $236 model. So once again, we're here at Mobile World Congress looking at Acer's new smartphones, the Liquid Z4 and the Liquid E3.